Why hello there everyone, Spencer here, also known as LEGO Dude 11, and in today's video, another video coming to you from the LEGO Dude 11 studio. And this one is a brand new TV vlog for you. I, I've been doing these a lot lately, but I feel like I haven't done this one, or not just this one in a while because I was on vacation. And also, I've seen Spider-Verse and Indiana Jones since then, so I've been doing some I've seen some movies since then. Took a break from the movies in June. I want to see more of the ones in June, like Asteroid City and Silly. It's not silly. Asteroid City and Elemental and Rise of the Beast. That's one I had on my radar, and it didn't do too well in the theaters. I'm kind of stalling for this video, but anyway, there's stuff I saw in June on vacation and with my family that I thought that was stuff I was looking forward to, and I wanted to make a video on it. So today is a Disney Plus collab video, stuff that came out on Disney Plus. So without further ado, let me share with all this content that's out on Disney Plus. Let's get to it.
Alrighty, so the first topic today is the movie Flamin' Hot, and this is something that like these are topics today. This is something like I wanted to bring back the podcast and kind of do the thing of like movie people do. I watch like movie podcast style, but this is the stuff I like doing, the TV vlogs for you. So the first one is Flamin' Hot here. And this movie was something I was like, okay, it's gonna be kind of cheesy, and some people could put that in that category. It's just a cheesy movie, but it's really inspiring. You guys, if you haven't seen this one, this is actually a movie. It's a Searchlight Pictures film. Basically, it's just 20th Century Fox. On Disney Plus. So they put this movie on Disney Plus and Hulu, but Hulu may or may not be merging. That's a different story for another time. But this film is really inspiring. Basically, the description is a story of Richard Montanez, a Frito-Lay janitor who helped disrupt the food industry. Basically, he made the Flamin' Hot brand, the Cheetos or Doritos or everything, and it's a really beautiful story. And at the end, it basically tells you more about his story, about what he's doing currently, and how he quit his job. Didn't quit. How he continued his job and ended his career and with his family and all that. And this is a really great. I'm not gonna say it's the best. It's in my top 10 films of the year, but it's a really great film. I was not expecting it. I watched this with my parents on vacation, and this is just one of those films. Like it's a feel good film. I really felt like, man, I'm glad I watched this. I mean, I could have watched it on my own, and I still would have felt the same. But I felt like watching it with people, other people that I care about, really made it feel like, because this is a family film. It says drama biographical in the description, but I don't think. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I do think it's those two categories. I just think it's also a family film, for sure. Maybe a little bit drama, but yeah, I don't biographical for sure. But I also like the family aspects, and there's a good chunk of humor in this film as well that worked for me. I didn't feel like it was super cheesy, and I like the story of the Flamin' Hot Cheeto. I really like this film. So get on watching this film when you can. If you have Disney Plus, like, I need to make a freaking video. I'm really under the impression right now that Disney Plus is my favorite streaming service. This and HBO Max, like, for the content like this. I'm sorry, I'm rambling so much right now. But this video, I want to elaborate just how much like Disney Plus is gaining speed, and I really hope that it's not fake. I'm sorry. I really, I just, down in my gut, my friends, I feel like, are just punching me in the face right now, going, oh, Spencer likes Disney Plus so much. But I'm not trying to push that. So anyway, watch Flamin' Hot. Let me get on to the next topic, because I talked a lot there. The next piece of content I have for you is American Born Chinese. And this was something, again, sort of like Flaming Hot. Something completely under my radar until I watched the trailer. Because again, I shouldn't say again because I haven't said it. Like, if you until you watch trailers for something, it's like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. There's sometimes I'll watch the trailer and go, okay, either this is stupid or like Velma. Like, I really was excited about the Velma series, and that turned out to be crap. Um, like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. But this, I thought this show was gonna actually be about like Chinese lore, um, like real life based on a true story. Like, I thought it was going to be like a kid and school, like real life stuff. And there is real life stuff in this show. It's about humans, but it's also about fictional mythical beings like in heaven. And it's based off of a comic book, a graphic novel, and it's so good. Like, this series is so good. I've never read the graphic novel, but this series is so good. From beginning to end, I was hooked. Like, we watched this on vacation. We watched this series on vacation, and frankly, we binged this series. Like, this was, I think, the fastest if I can recall. Again, they dropped this all at once, so you know, saying that we binged this because, my mom takes the longest for, like, when we watched Hawkeye, my mom was like, let's watch Hawkeye. And then we binged. And then, like, there was like a week where an episode came out and then we didn't watch it day one. I was like, we gotta watch it. We gotta watch Hawkeye. But this series we binged on vacation and it was really worth it. It was a great show. I would watch it again if I have the time, but there's other things I want to watch and go see movies and spend time with friends. But this is a really good show. I recommend it. Disney, another win for Disney Plus. Again, I say win because She-Hulk was a massive disappointment. But I'm biased towards She-Hulk because of certain things in it. I think the story aspect in She-Hulk was mediocre. But however, this show is a win at this current state for Disney Plus. The characters, we got Michelle Yeoh, or that's not a character, but the performances by Michelle Yeoh and Ke Huy Quan are amazing. I love seeing Ke Huy Quan in another role. Kind of confusing by the end. Like, I was confused what his role really meant. I understood what it meant by the end, but I thought he was going to be more of one of those heaven type characters, and he wasn't. That's okay. And the kids in this show, the two main teenagers are have great performances, and then the friend, this adds then great. I should say friend, not the heaven friend, but the friend like Anuj or something. I think is his name. He does great little comedic banter as well. Also, the relationship in here is one of my favorite. I know this is a Chinese show, but the name is also really neat as well. American born Chinese, because it takes, like, he's focused in like an American aspect, and then he's also Chinese, so the whole Chinese twist. I'm just I love this logo. I love this show. Also, I kind of interjected myself. The relationship that the main teen has. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. If you want a teen relationship, like, I love the Zendaya Tom Holland relationship and Spider-Man. I love the Cobra Kai. Well, by the way, that I don't know where that's going actually, but the Cobra Kai relationship is sweet. Which I can't remember where that ended last, but I think they're together. I think Sam and Jolo are together. But this relationship is my next favorite teen relationship ever. It's beautiful. I love the end, and I cannot wait to see where the next season goes. But I could talk about this show just endless. I love the fight choreography. There's one of the episodes, I think it was episode 3 or 4. Yes, 4, called Make a Splash. In a flashback, young San Wukong and his best friend Mo attend a heavenly banquet. This is the one where it's like all in Chinese, so there's subtitles, but you have to pay attention because it's not in English. So if you hear something, like me, like, I'm very good with hearing, and it's like, oh yeah, I heard that, but I need to go back and watch. Like, sometimes for movies where it's like, oh, I understood what they said, but I want to go back and watch what they said on the subtitles. This, you have to pay very close attention, because it's all, like, most of it, like the beginning and end, the cold open and the end, the outro are in English, but the rest of the episode is in a flashback, so you might miss something because it's in Chinese. So pay attention to the subtitles. Just a heads up for you there. So yeah, but the rest, everything else is a great show. Besides that, Chinese. I'm not saying it's negative in any way, but I wouldn't say this is a 10 out of 10 show. Maybe it's a 9. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it's a 9, but I love it. I love it a lot. Would recommend. Would watch it again at some point. With kids. I don't know. Maybe with a girlfriend. Maybe when I get my own love interest, to be like, hey, watch this show with me. But she'll be like, okay. I don't know. It has action in it. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, it's not super heavy on action. Like, just a mythical aspect really intrigues me. So yeah, American Born Chinese, recommend. Another win for Disney Plus. Let's keep cranking out these things. Like, again, Star Wars Vision Season 2, I think that was the start for me. Like that, and then all these other things, just Disney Plus in this spring/summer season have win after win after win, in my opinion. But let's get to the last thing I want to talk about today. And here we have the last and final thing, kind of redundant there. The piece of content I wanted to talk about with you today, which is Stan Lee. This is a feature film, sort of feature, not in the theater, but a feature film. It's a documentary biographical film of Stan Lee himself. And this, I saw the trailer for this, and I'm like, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna watch this day one. We watched this on vacation. I think the day, or maybe the next day, it came out. And because we were actually in New York when we watched this, so I had a little like, not heart flutter, but like, oh my gosh, I'm in New York watching something about Stan Lee. Like, this is so cool. And it just felt so, I don't know if the word nostalgic is right, just so like heartfelt. This is so heartfelt. The way they animated this was beautiful. It's not an animated film, but it's like there's like claymation design that somebody did, like, to resonate how Stan Lee looked back in the day. And it's a beautiful, gorgeous documentary. Again, I have to preface this by saying the first two things I want to say. Flamin' Hot was a real life, like, true story. It wasn't a documentary. But this Disney Plus makes the best documentaries I have seen. Like, they make the best. I've seen other documentaries in my life, but like Disney Plus does not make crappy documentaries. They make stellar documentaries, and this is no exception. You guys need to watch this. If I haven't like raved about Disney Plus documentaries, this is by far like my favorite, especially as a Stan Lee Marvel guy. Because it just, I went to last year in 2022. I went to a Marvel exhibit. If you guys haven't seen that, I may put a card up there for you guys to check out. But I saw something. There were panels and stuff about Stan Lee and like his first comic book creation and stuff I've heard about before this. But after watching this and knowing more about his life, I'm like, man, he is even better after watching this. Like, I love the dude, and he's just so inspirational. I want to take a lot after him. Like, I'm not saying this verbatim, but like when he says like, just go after your dreams, like his story was like when he got his first job at 16, and then working for the comic store, or working for the Marvel Comics, Tiny Comics as it was called, and how he just grew and grew. And he's like, and he was talking to his wife, and is like, I just don't want to work for comics anymore. I'm struggling. Like, he didn't say depressed, but he was just not in the best state of his life. And he's like, his wife's like, create your own character. So he created a Spider-Man. It didn't work out so well. Anyway, I'm not going to say everything about it, but then he finally was like, am I writing silly stuff? Like, is creating comic book characters silly and not worth my time? But then people started loving it, giving rave reviews, and he just tells people that go with what your gut says. Do with what you love, with what your passion is. And I'm like, dude, this is my guy. Like, I gotta listen to this guy. And I mean, there's so many other people that say this stuff, but like, Stan Lee is the GOAT. He is the GOAT of all time, and my favorite for Marvel. And I don't mean any disrespect on DC, but there's not really anyone I can listen to. Maybe Kevin Smith, because he's a DC dude. But even then, Stan Lee is just so inspirational for everybody. And we've learned so much from him. And you can learn even more by watching this. Please watch this. Star Wars Vision Season 2, Flamin' Hot, American Born Chinese, Stan Lee. These 4 things in a row. are wins for Disney Plus. And now we got Secret Invasion, but I'm gonna make a review on that coming later. But Secret Invasion as well. 5 things in a row I think are wins for Disney Plus, except Secret Invasions are getting low reviews. But besides that, I think we're getting wins for Disney Plus right now. And then we got Ahsoka and Loki season 2. I have to make a video about Disney Plus because I'm loving this what's coming out. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen any of these 3 things in this video, and let me know if you think Disney Plus is on a roll right now. You might agree, you might disagree, and I don't know. I'm just having this moment of clarity where I think that they're on a big streak and Disney Plus is hitting them. So anyway, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me at Boba Fett Jedi Master. Links down below. Don't forget to subscribe and do that, all that fun stuff you guys do here on the channel. If you guys are into this kind of stuff, I don't know. I've been on vacation. I haven't been posting, but now I'm posting more, uploading more. I'm gonna not go to the screensaver. That's for sure. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me, and as always, don't forget to keep calm. I play Lego. Peace out, everyone. Bye.